slowly falling down cooler闇へ but never going back touch 向かえどうして高く上げてなお大ボーナなんてもうグッバイしょこりもなくファイナカマと Need another day I will run away from nothing no more どこまでも笑って go on 今超えてく Also ready to break it up I'm not afraid yeah break it Keep it point in the dark 自分の力に変え wipe out 今ねじ曲げる視線 I never fall in I never ever care for them 今立ち向かう and I defeat myself I got ghosts, keep myself safe from back foot I got ghosts, keep myself see a suspect Time away from me, stop my shadow Smoke, let us set my tongue on this fix I could Nobody knows, cause I can't flow Live fast for the
Hello YouTube, I'm back again with another video. Even though I really want to cut back and not talk about our belly here, that's his nickname from now on, Mr. Cupcake Man. The reason why this brought to my attention, not only because I'm waiting on the documentary, because I remember I was watching a live stream on Plubeast's channel with Mike Clum. Of course, it must have been a great honor for him. I'm not here to judge Mike Clum on his work, but one thing that I feel like it's important for you guys to hear, I did notice in the live stream, Plubeast asked him whether Mike Clum paid EDP to be in the documentary, and Mike Clum actually said no. I find it very hard to believe because this is our belly we're talking about here, and that's where the reason why I come to the conclusion of that, because I also took note of My Opinions 53's video when our belly made threats towards Gideon after he caught him by the dialysis center trying to meet up with the victim in Nevada or whatever. But there are some things I need to tell you about, you guys, that I should have mentioned earlier. I knew about our belly back in 2010-11. Someone in high school brought it up to me. At the time, our belly is not somebody you want to have a conversation with, because I didn't know, of course, I didn't really pay attention to him back when I was a teenager, but the things he said, because YouTube back then, you were actually allowed to DM people. If I were to tell you the things that he had DM'd me, although I don't have the proof, you'll be surprised, because you would think that this is just the beginning of EDP, the beginning of our belly. And at the time that maybe he thought he was still not too sure about himself. He was still discovering himself as a YouTuber. No, he's been like that ever since he came on the platform, and because once he started to realize the growth in his channel, there are some things that I did not want to mention, but I do want to say that when I DM'd him back in 2011-12, I'm trying to fully recall, I asked him, how come you don't edit your videos? He says it costs him money. Well, that's him. Sure, by him, he doesn't want to pay money. Whatever floats his boat. Because if you look at the content I'm doing or not, I don't have to pay anything. And I'm talking about from actual experience. I didn't have to pay anything, and I personally DM'd him. And I'm not saying I'm the only person, but I'm sure at the time, like, he talked to several people. I did ask him this one other question too, like what he does for a living, what he does for, like, what his hobbies are. You know, he's told me he literally says he literally plays with himself 3 times 7 days a week. And I'm like, okay, now I have to disassociate myself with the guy. I definitely do not want to support his content, and I'm fully aware of the type of person that he is. No way am I gonna watch his content ever. And I assure you why I literally despise this guy. So you're starting to be aware why I actually do not like our belly from the beginning, before he got caught. As you can tell, I did have video footage of him confessing that he's a fan of R. Kelly and that he should keep doing what he's doing with teenagers, whatever. But it's very hard to really be open about this, you guys. You can understand fully. But knowing this guy on social media, I don't know him personally, I know him online, but knowing this guy for like almost 15 years, so you can just realize, like, I'm fully aware that this guy can't be trusted. He's not someone that you would consider a friend. You want to have a conversation with, and it's just completely out of this world. And it did surprise me too back then, like around, like, because I think he started growing more popular like around 2015, and that's when he started to get like these hardcore diehard fans. But even though I'm going off topic, I do want to, I will eventually get back to what I was talking about earlier. But it's just hard to believe someone that you DM'd like a long time ago all of a sudden becomes this massive YouTuber, and I mean literally massive, and then has his own community and then ruins it for himself, especially after getting caught, especially having that many subscribers, and then after having 2 million subscribers, getting caught in 4K and exposed and losing everything. For me, I was glad that I was glad that karma, like, because I was hoping for karma. I was hoping karma one day would show up, and karma came for the person who rightfully deserves it. That's why I made that video about karma, because some people believe that karma does not exist, but karma definitely went after the person who rightfully deserves it at the end of the day, and it did its job. But hopefully karma is still busy, and it's going to be trying to look for those who haven't been able to, like, show remorse and hold themselves accountable. But going back to what I was saying about Mike Clum, though, I'm not convinced that he let EDP do the documentary for free, because we know EDP is in it for the money. We know our belly's in it for the money. There's no denying that. So, and normally I do not want to judge Mike Clum. I do not know him personally. I won't deny his skills as a video editor, as a creator when doing documentaries. That I won't deny. But he's giving me some alpha vibes too as well, because the fact that he's willing to do a documentary with the victim that EDP has groomed, I mean our belly. So, and I'm definitely with Matt Simon on this though. Although he's a hard worker, he's a busy man, but Mike Clum seems like is definitely a shady person, and especially being ghosted by someone who's giving you an opportunity, you expect them to keep their word. Yeah, you definitely do not want to, like, yeah, Matt Simon did give him a second chance, but the more you think about it, like, there's nothing you can do to accommodate yourself with that person again, because they if anything, they're trying so hard to make you look like the fool, so that you can be deceived a lot more times, to the point that that you feel like, in a way, that you're making that person get the best out of you. And I'm the same, and that's where, even though we might say Matt Simon may be harsh or he's not professional and stuff, but I'm with him on this one. You do not want someone to get the best out of you and making you look like the fool here, because it makes you look stupid. So I'm not really buying into that. Mike Clum didn't offer EDP anything, because why else would he do the documentary? He's not gonna be. He even said that EDP was being open about this, that he was being open about the documentary. Yeah, I don't know. I'm waiting to find out whether he was being honest or not, like what was going on in the interview, or I mean in the documentary. For him to be honest, he must have felt bad, but probably not. I'm sure he did not feel bad at all. If that's really true, if he was honest throughout the documentary, he was being open about his life. We know whether he might be open about his life. He's not going to be open about him getting caught. And that's something I do want to add. So it just seems very fishy, guys. I wouldn't trust Mike Clum either. And still waiting on the documentary, although this video that I published is going to be scheduled a lot later. I might be wrong on that. So, but as much as I want to have faith in Mike Clum, I believe he's working hard on the documentary, but does not mean I support him for the things that he did in the past that he might have done to deceive people. That's some things you got to be aware of. And Bluebees, don't take this personal, but I think sometimes even if you have some sort of connection with someone, sometimes when you know there's something off about them is the time when you got to cut ties with them. But again, I feel like I said enough for you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to check for more upcoming content in the future. Be sure to check your notifications, comment, like, subscribe. Thank you.